Ones, empaths. I just touched on this in the video prior, but it's very important. You have awakened from narcissistic abuse, empath. You have awakened to the abuse, to the cruel, malicious, hateful type of treatment that this individual has put you through. I know you're in pain. I know it hurts. You may have encountered them cheating. You may have encountered a giant smear campaign. Whatever you have encountered, it finally woke you up to the abuse that you're facing. You no longer looked through those fuzzy love goggles. The fuzzy love goggles were gone. Even if momentarily you were trying to reconcile or beg for them back, despite what they'd done to you, they knew you'd do that. They knew that you were so manipulated that you would do that. So don't ever feel guilty or regret wishing for them back or pleading and begging for them back. But the position that you are now, the position where you are at now, you're educating yourselves. You're watching these videos. You're watching other content creators' videos. You're finally awakened to the abuse that you endured for God knows how long, decades even. However long that you went through this abuse, you endured horrific, malicious abuse from someone that masqueraded with artificial light, pretending that they're your soulmate, your companion. They pretended. They were nothing but a counterfeit. But please, empath, please, these narcissists are so manipulative. They're counting on you falling back to sleep. Do you know how many empaths awaken every day to narcissistic abuse? And you know what the fundamental thing is? They fear being lonely. And this problem of the fear of loneliness and feeling like you're going to die alone and you're never going to find no one else is what makes them go back to the narcissist and into the clutches of the narcissist. Despite if the narcissist has cheated, despite if the narcissist has manipulated them, gaslit them, tormented their soul, they're so hyper-focused on one person, the narcissist, not knowing that when one door closes, many more open. Many more doors open for you. I've told you before about the subscriber. Their father was in a narcissistic abusive relationship for 30 years. He met his soulmate after the narcissistic abusive relationship. He met someone else in his 70s. Now they travel the world together, Africa together, and all sorts of places. And they really get on well. That's in his 70s. It's never too late. You have got so much value. You have got so much potential. But you can't go back to sleep now. The narcissist wants you to go back to sleep. Are you going through a silent treatment right now? Haven't heard from the narcissist? You know what the narcissist is bargaining on? That you forget. Not entirely forget, but let your guard down. They know they've scarred your mind enough and your heart enough that you're not going to forget the abuse you went through if they cheated on you or whatever they've done to you. They know you're not going to entirely forget. But they want to give you silent treatment and abuse you even more. Not give you the closure that you need. Right? So they keep you there on the shelf, waiting. And then when they finally think, yeah, the kettle's popped, they're ready, They're ready. They've endured enough abuse. They've been without me for a significant amount of time. If I hoover them right now, I can get them coming back to me. And I can get them apologizing to me. This is what happens to so many narcissistic abuse victims. They never get out of the bind of the narcissist. This doesn't just happen in romantic relationships. This can happen in friendships. And this can happen in all sorts of aspects, all sorts of scenarios. Work-related, or business partner, whatever. It can happen in all sorts of scenarios. But they're counting on you going back to sleep. This pain you're dealing with now, this hurt, this betrayal. This is a tough pill to swallow, but it's a pill to give you reality. It's just like the Matrix, the blue or the red pill. Do you want to take the pill and go back to sleep? Or do you want to take the pill and break the Matrix? This is what it is. So many of us take the pill, go back to sleep, go back with the narcissist, go back through abuse, get discarded again, go back to them again. In this never-ending, tireless motion with the narcissist. Please, empaths, you're worth so much more. I tell you what happens. It is the loneliness that you're afraid of. You're scared of being alone. But you are alone. You're born in the world alone. When you was a baby. Imagine that. You had the comfort of your mother or your caregiver, your guardian. You had the care of your foster parent or whatever it might be. You had the care of your adoptive parents or whatever it might be. But you come in this world alone. You enter this world alone, crying. Right? You enter this world alone as a baby. We can do it now. I'm not saying you need to be alone forever. But God and the universe is trying to show you something. When you finally awakened to the fact of the narcissistic abuse, you go through a period of loneliness. You go through a period of being alone. That's all it is. It's a period. It's a season that you need to endure. The narcissist has made us codependent, so we feel like we can't function without them in our lives. We feel like we can't function. We feel like we can't survive. It's all an illusion. This is what they're counting on. They need us more than we need them. If you understand the dynamics of a narcissistic relationship, they are dependent upon your supply. Even if they're giving you silent treatment, that's still supply for them. This is what you got to understand. They know they're putting you through pain. They know they're putting you through hurt. But if a narcissist is putting you through silent treatment or not reciprocating what you have to say, or they're giving you some form of abuse, right? Let's focus on the silent treatment one, for instance. If they're giving you silent treatment, right? They're giving you silent treatment. That is your chance and your opportunity to elevate your mind and ascend and understand that you don't need this rotten person in your life. Don't let them catch you off guard. Don't let them catch you off guard. You know? They're trying to put you through pain. Look, you might have actually been no contact for 3 or 4 days. 5 days. Whatever. And it's starting to grate on you now. You're like, oh my God, it's been 5 days. Oh my God, it's been 5 days. 5 days is nothing. A week is nothing. A year is nothing. I'm telling you, it takes a long time to master the art of being alone and battle the loneliness feelings. It's a battle. You've got to go through it. If this is a friend walking out of your life, if this is a romantic partner walking out of your life, whatever it is, they're counting on you coming back. And when you come back, they're like, look at them. They're back. They're back. And they might love bomb you a little bit more, lure you in some more, ensnare you, entrap you. And then the abuse starts all over again. They make us lose our minds. They make us go crazy. Look, as I said, I don't like to see breakups. I don't like to see man and wife go separate ways. Boyfriend and girlfriend break up. Devastation on the children if you got children. I don't like to see that. But when it comes to a narcissist, as I mentioned in the previous video, we need to make sure we escape the clutches of them. They get their hooks into us. They get their hooks in and we're stuck. And we don't know how to escape it. But we think we're in love. We think we're fighting with love. No, we're fighting with the fear of being alone. That's what's keeping us stuck. The fear of being alone. You'll find someone else. You're deserving of someone else better. This is what this is all about. You've got to walk the solitude path, the path of loneliness, the path of being alone for a period of time, for a season, so God can correct all of the injuries and all of the pain that you've endured in your body, in your mind, in your soul, in your spirit. You've got to give it time. That's what the alone time is all about. The alone time is for you to actually be remolded and reshaped. The tears go. The loneliness goes. You know, I love being alone now. When I'm alone, I'm at my best. When I'm around friends, when I'm around not even narcissists, but it drains me. It drains me. I've mastered the art of being alone. And I don't want to be alone forever. I don't want to be alone forever. And I'm not saying you need to do it for the time that I've done it. But I'm saying to you, this period of being alone after a relationship is the crucial point when you can prepare yourself and heal from the past to welcome the future. As one door shuts, many more doors open. But the narcissist now, they've done this on purpose. They've done this way back when you were still together with them. They've devalued you. They've instilled in certain insecurities in you. They've gaslit you so you feel like you're losing your mind. They've gone to your inner circles and around people you know. They've smeared your name. You don't have anyone to confide in. You're alone with this. The universe and God is trying to show you, yo, the time is now that you need to be alone. The time is now. Look how it's happening. The narcissist has smeared your name to friends and family, flying monkeys or whatever. The narcissist has exited your life. They've discarded you. They've reverse discarded you. Whatever they've done. This feeling that you're feeling without them is what you need to battle through. It took me a long time. It took me a long time. And I'm telling you now, I would be making the same mistakes had it not been for the police being involved in mine and the narcissist life I was involved in. I would have made the same mistakes. In the psychopath friend that I had, I made the same mistakes. I kept going back, kept giving a little bit, kept doing this. They count on us coming back. They count on us coming back. And you know the problem is when we go back, we fall asleep. All of that awakening experience, all of that narcissistic abuse knowledge, all of that, we fall back to sleep. And that's when we're our most vulnerable, when we're back to sleep. The narcissist wins, we're back to sleep, we're back to being abused, until the next time they try to walk out our life or cheat or do whatever they do, manipulate us or whatever they want to do. You know? Please, people, please, empaths, chosen ones, this is a significant time in your life right now. Empath, you have awakened to the abuse. Don't let the narcissist put you back to sleep. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. The thing is, you'll go back to them. And it fuels them so much when you go back. It fuels them so much. The power's in your hands when you're away from them. You have the most amount of power when you're away from a narcissist, because they're just back to draining. If you go back to them, they're back to draining you. They're back to tearing you apart. They're back to devaluing you. They're back to manipulating you. They're back to texting other people, cheating, sexting, whatever they do. You know what I'm saying? Sending naked photos, doing all that crazy types of stuff. You can't let this narcissist back in. You just can't. And the only reason that many empaths, it's not only you. It's not only you. So many of us are going through it. We let them back in. We let them back in. They count on us letting them back in. If you weren't an empath, think about it. You've got to look at this from an outside perspective. You've got to speak to yourself how a real moral, trustworthy friend would do. Come out of your body. Look at the situation. What would a friend tell you? A real friend. What would they advise you? They would advise you to get the hell away from this person, block them, change your number, cut contact, move away. They'll reel off a list of things to do. I don't want you to fall back to sleep. I don't want you getting back in the clutches of the narcissist. You've got to think about what I've said in today's video. Try to understand that the only thing the narcissist has over you is you going through a little period alone. That's it. They've made you feel unlovable. They've made you feel unworthy. They've made you feel like they're the only person on earth That's how brainwashing they are. As I said in the previous video, after my narcissistic abusive relationship, I was distraught. There could have been plenty of choosing signals from other women. I was, I saw it. I wasn't interested. When I was out and about, I didn't see no other woman but her for a long period of time. It affected me very deeply. I didn't see no other woman for a long period of time. And I don't mean I didn't go and physically see a woman. I didn't see no other women as like I wanted another woman. That's what I'm trying to say. I didn't want no other woman. I wanted her. That's all I wanted. For a long period of time after. I didn't know about narcissism, but I was stuck. But you guys have awakened. Don't let all of this slip. Don't let all this information you've learned be wasted. Don't let how far you've come on this path that you backtrack now. That you get out before your blessings start to come. Look, the narcissist in my life was hoovering me left, right and centre after the relationship. But we had police involved. So I never went to her house. I never reached out. I never called her. I never messaged her again. I never emailed again. I changed my number. She eventually changed her number. She changed her number. I changed my number. I didn't reach out by email again. I'd done the last thing of what I got in trouble for by the police, and I never contacted again. Only discussions or conversations through fake profiles that were harassing me. I was getting harassed on dating profiles by her. It was crazy. As I've told you, this was 6 years ago. Even up to 3 months ago, I've had her reach out to me on YouTube, right? But what I'm saying is I haven't gone back. I don't want to go back. And I've made it clear that I'm not interested. The narcissist abuses us in such a calculated way. It's so manipulated. They're constantly doing these checks on us. Don't give in to the hoovers. It's been quiet for a while. You've got through a few months. Hoover pops up and you're straight back. Don't give in to it. Don't give in to the hoovers. You've awakened. You don't understand the blessings you have in your hands being an awakened empath. Being an awakened empath, understanding what has happened to you, seeing what has happened to you. You've got another road to go down. You've got to go down a road where there's going to be other narcissists coming your way and other toxic people. You've got to go down that road. Who knows? Your future partner, not this narcissist, but who you're destined to be with. This person you're with. This person that's involved in your life, in your head, in your heart, in your brain, in your spirit, and everything. They're a counterfeit. They were sent by the devil. They were sent by the enemy. They were sent by the negative energy. They are not your soulmate. They are not your companion. They are not your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, and nothing. They are sent your way to destroy you. That's what their mission is. Even if they don't know it themselves. They act and carry out a pattern of behavior and a sequence of events that is programmed by the enemy, by the devil. That's what they're about. You need to step away from that. You need to stay awake. Don't go back to sleep. Don't go back there. You've got a journey to walk. You've got a path ahead of you. A path of the unknown. Yes, you may go back out there. You may date someone else. They turn out to be a narcissist. So what? Cut them off. You know what it is now. You know what it is now. You'll see through it. Anyone tries to love bomb you again, you're going to be like, oh my God. This is that love bomb again. I know it. This is that love bomb again. Cut them off. You know what I'm saying? We got to go down that path. But who knows? You might meet your next person and they're great. They're loving, they're kind, they're empathetic, they're courteous. They got good morals. They got good conduct. You know, they're a good person. That's what you might encounter. That's what you might encounter next. And these narcissists are preventing you from your blessings. How can God bless you when you're with this narcissist? He's blessed you by awakening you to get you away, to give you a safe haven, to break you free from the chains. And I know it brings you pain breaking free from these chains. But that's why I'm saying they're chains. You're chained to the narcissist. They know that. They have us captive in our own minds. They have us fearful of what they might do. They know this. They've instilled fear in us. And I'm not just talking about male to female dynamics here of male narcissists. I'm saying female narcissists can instill fear in male empaths. You know? It's not just about gender. I'm saying regardless of man to woman or woman to man, I'm saying the narcissist can instill fear in you. They make you worried when you're separate. They make you insecure. They've done all this for a long time. They've trained you. They've brainwashed you. They've messed with your emotions. They've toyed with your heart. They've done countless reckless things. You need to break free from this. And now it is time to understand that you have awakened and you need to walk this path alone for a while. That's all I'm asking you to do, is walk this path alone for a while. If you know you're not strong enough, if they call, to say no. You know, if they call your phone and you're not strong enough to say no and not go and meet them, you need to block them. You see what I'm saying? Because with a narcissist, the less said, the better. You blocking them is the best option for you. If they're able to text your phone or ring your phone and you've fallen for the tricks and you've gone back to them and they've done some other type of behavior and you've broken up again and then you've gone back to them and they've done some other type of behavior, you've gone back to them or you met up with them or whatever like that. I'm not even talking like you're going to be intimate with them. You may have just met them, whatever like that. You need to block them. You need to cut them out of your mind, heart, spirit, everything. They need to be cut out. They're trying to put you back to sleep. They are coming from the enemy. They're coming from the negative energy. They're coming from the devil. They're coming to put you back to sleep. Because when you're asleep, you're under control. You won't realize that what blessings are in store for you. They'll stop you reaching your potential. They'll stop you reaching your goals. This is what they do. This is what they do. They stop you reaching your goals. They stop you reaching your potential. It's time to enjoy the space. Enjoy the alone time. You're not lonely. You're alone for a reason. You've been separated for a reason. You've seen their true colors for a reason. You've awakened for a reason. This is the biggest blessing you could ever ask for. And I know it seems painful. I know that it hurts. I know you're in pain and I know that you're suffering. But it is actually the biggest blessing you have on your hands. So many of us never even wake up. They don't wake up. There's empaths out there that just never wake up. You need to count yourself fortunate. You need to understand that you're blessed because you've woken up. You need to understand this. These narcissists need you, as I said before, more than we need them. We don't need them at all. They need us to survive. If a narcissist has cheated on you, even if you have suspicions, you found messages, you've seen something, you've heard something, whatever it is, that's what you need to talk about to the narcissist if you talk to them. But what they'll try and do is move the goalpost. They'll try and make you talk about something else, so you forget about that. That seems less important now, because they've brung up another topic. They've brung up something else. So now you're talking about something else. All of those words don't need to be exchanged. They've done you wrong. They've gaslit you. They've made you out to be crazy. They've smeared your name. Whatever it is they've done to you, you know, all they want to do is make you shut up about the abuse that you've gone through, about the way that you're hurt. They want you to shut your mouth and get on with your duty of being an abuse victim. That's what they want from you. They want you to shut up, be quiet, and be a punching bag, basically. Even if it's non-physical, but a bag of abuse. They want you to be an abuse victim. That's what they want you to be. But then they gaslight you so much that they'll make out they're the victim and you're the one that's wrong. And then you'll be apologizing and saying sorry when they're the one that's abusing you. That's how twisted they are. That's how messed up they are. You can't give in to this. You've had the biggest blessing being given to you in your hands. And it's the most painful, hurtful time that feels like your heart has been ripped apart. I know. I've been there. But it woke me up. And I'm here now. And now I know, after some time, that I would never let that narcissist back in my life. I've made it clear to the narcissist they could never come back into my life. And they keep trying and trying. But they can try for the rest of the days. They're my enemy. If God said to me, as I've said many times before, there's only me and them on earth, and we need to make something work, I would say to God, very politely, respectfully, I'd say, God, you're asking a lot of me. There's no way I can be with this person. I would rather be on my own for the rest of my life. That's if there's no other human beings in the world. But you can find someone else. They've really programmed your brain and brainwashed you. There's other factors, like you feel insecure about your age, or you feel insecure about this, or they've made you feel insecure about your looks, and they've devalued you to such a point that you don't know your worth. This is what this alone time's about. The separation from the narcissist is the most crucial time ever. Some of us have been with them for 10, 20 years plus. And naturally, you're going to feel lonely if you've been apart for a month. A month's going to feel like such a long time. 2 months is going to feel like such a long time. A year is going to feel like such a long time. 2 years, it's going to feel like that because you were with someone for a long period of time. You know, even if you was with someone for 8 months or a year, and then you figure out they're a narcissist and they discard you or something like that, you're still going to be in pain. You've still got a lot of healing to do. It doesn't matter the amount of time you were with them. But I'm saying it takes effort from your part to focus on the healing journey. The healing journey is not this cliche thing that everyone just says. Like, it's very meaningful, the healing journey. It's actually something very, very important. Just as important as it is as your awakening. The awakening and the healing journey go hand in hand, like bread and butter. They go hand in hand. Actually, I know you guys in the States use mayo with your bread. I think you use mayo with your bread. Going off topic here, but I think it's you lot use mayonnaise with your sandwiches. So bread and butter wouldn't comply with you. So if bread and mayo or bread and butter, understand they go hand in hand with each other. The healing journey and the awakening, they go hand in hand. It's like part and part. You awaken and you go on this healing journey. Self-love, self-care. These narcissists left us so distraught. Sometimes we can't even get ready in the morning properly. You know, we're not bathing properly. We're not eating properly. We're not sleeping properly. You need to focus on that. Take small steps. Take small steps. Try and eat a little something for breakfast. Try get ready in the shower. Treat yourself. Treat yourself like the king or the queen that you are. You know? They didn't make you feel like a queen or a king. They didn't treat you like a king or a queen. But that's what you are. And you need to treat yourself that way. I'm not saying you have royal blood and you're the next in line for the throne or whatnot. But, you know, husband and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend, you know, it should be queen and king. That's the way it should be. You should respect each other, treat each other right. They haven't been treating you right for a very long time. And now they're just counting on you, falling back asleep and falling back into the clutches of the narcissist. Even if the narcissist has made out they don't want to be with you. Remember, they lie. Even if the narcissist has made out they don't want to be with you, they're still counting on the fact that you'll go back to them. They're still counting on the fact that you'll get off the shelf one day, take you off the shelf one day, and they can have you back. That's the reality of the situation. Don't be there waiting on the shelf for them. Don't be there competing with the other new supply or whatever like that. You've awakened, and they're going to try and lure you back in. You cannot let them lure you back into this toxic dynamic. Please don't. Please, honestly don't. I want you to walk this healing journey alone. I want you to take your time before you meet someone. I want you to put all of the love inside yourself. All of the love you're looking to give or receive, put it in yourself. This narcissist can't love the way you need to be loved. They can't care for you the way you need to be cared for. They can't support you the way you need to be supported. They don't possess empathy. They are devoid of empathy in their prefrontal cortex. They are devoid of it. They don't have it. They don't have reciprocity. They don't have reciprocation. These lot are walking, talking demons, and they're trying to put you back to sleep. So anyway, just please take on board what I've said today. Understand that you've awakened. This is the first part of it. And it's up to you whether you decide to walk the journey alone, not forever, for a period of time, for a season. Walk this journey alone and allow God and the universe to pour blessings into your life that you're going to receive. But going back to the narcissist, you're going back to the clutches of the narcissist. They're going to stop your potential. They're going to stop you ascending. They're going to stop the blessings that come your way. You won't even notice blessings that come your way because you're going to be so preoccupied on the drama and the chaos of the relationship. You won't even see the blessings. You won't even appreciate the sunrise. You won't appreciate the sunset. You won't appreciate the blue sky, the clouds, the blades of grass. You won't, walking this healing journey, you smell the air. The longer you go down it, you really appreciate life and what life is all about. These guys are keeping you in the fog. You've got to break free. So anyway, thank you for watching today. Please press the like and the subscribe button. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can find the link in the description box. And if you'd like a one-to-one session myself, you can also find a link in the description box. Currently, I've got the secondary channel, the spiritual channel. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon.